Last night was about incredible attacking cricket from two batters, one of them being House, reaching the first century of USPL Season 2. Dominant from the word go. Then it was a century on a losing cause, but that's all right. Singh stamped his authority. Gajanan left no part of the ground unexplored. And these are two centurions giving each other glove love. That's what USPL Season 2 gives you. When it gives you one, it gives you another quite quickly. Today it's a triple header once again. The Patriots will take on the Cowboys. Coming to you very, very soon. Then Phillies United will square off against the NJ Titans. Two teams which have got a taste of winning. Will be an exciting contest to watch. And then the all-Eagle clash with Carolina Eagles and the California Golden Eagles squaring off against each other. The Broward County Cricket Stadium is going to play host for this triple header too, and it's going to be an absolutely exciting day. We can promise you that. All that we pray is for the rain to stay away. The points table, the first game that we have, Patriots and New York Cowboys, is 6 versus 7, and just tells you the importance for Cowboys to win this game and split the risk, because they got to win tomorrow as well when they will face off against Mavericks, number 3. We have a slightly delayed start because there was a passing shower. But the good news is the first word of it, passing. It happened about 30 minutes ago, where the ground staff became active and protected the wicket. And those were good enough. A couple of covers were good enough because the rain did not stay. It listened to us. The cricket gods want more cricket today. And this is what we have now. Slight cloud cover, a little bit of a drizzle. But it's on and off, don't worry. Few moments ago, we had Andrew Leonard with the two captains. Let's find out what happens at the toss and what the captains think about the surface too.
Okay, time for the toss. Super Saturday action, and we're all set to go. It's the Patriots taking on the Cowboys. I've got the Cowboys captain, Jaladua. Nitish Kumar, who's now the captain of the Patriots, overseen by Danny Khan, the match referee. Please give the coin a toss. Jalad? Heads is the call.
Tail is the winner.
And it is a tail. Jalad, you won the toss. What are you going to do, please?
We're going to bowl.
Okay, why is that?
Wickets look a bit wet, like it's very soft. So we wanted to bat second, maybe a little better wicket in the second innings.
I'm sure you've looked at the table. It's a must-win game for you and your side. Do you have any changes to your team today?
Yes, one change. Gaurav Grover goes out and Imran Raja comes in.
Okay, Jalad, best of luck today. So he's won the toss. And fresh wicket today. He's going to bowl first. Nitish, what would you have done? Look to do the same?
I would have liked to field probably. Used a bit of moisture in the morning, but to be honest, sometimes it helps the ball come on, so not too bothered.
Okay, where do you assess your campaign so far? Is it must-win territory today? You're desperate to get into those semi-finals?
No, I think we got to win today here. I think we let ourselves down in the last couple games, but it's nice to be in a situation where if you win two, you get through. So.
Okay, finally, any changes to your team today?
Yeah, Angelo Pereira's out. We got Matthew Trump in, and then Mark Dale's back in from injury, and Rayan's out.
Nitish, nice to see you. Okay, that's the news from the toss. The Cowboys, they're into must-win territory. They're going to bowl first.
The Cowboys winning and deciding to bowl first. It's also slightly soft wicket, says the captain, Jaladua. Matthew Tromp, Joshua Tromp, both the Tromp brothers will be seen in action today as Matthew gets a chance. Ali Sheikh, who's looking good with a couple of wickets and a couple of balls as well. He's in great touch. Carmel LaRue will steam in. Gayan Fernando is searching for form, and that can be a little chink in the armory. As far as the team's concerned, Jamar Hamilton is sensational. Jay Surya as well. Nitish Kumar will be seen as a skipper today as Angelo Pereira is not in the side. Shaliman Skoltwick, Akhilesh Bodhagam, the off-spinner, and Mark Dayal back from injury. Great news. Now the Cowboys, led by Jaladua, have been in must-win territory because of the couple of losses back-to-back. Captain Jaladua, Tajinder Singh Dhillon, again runs required. Juhan Sananayake haven't been in greatest of forms. Imran Raja Khan will get an opportunity today. Must-win game for them, and middle order has been strengthened. Sanchit Sandhu can give it a whack, but more than that, can give the ball a little bit of swing to generate outside edges. Kulvinder Singh Kinda is always exciting to watch. Jonathan Fu is in the side. Hamad Azam is bowling as well, which is great news. Hassan Khan was sensational with a bat in hand to provide a big finish. Ober spinner is going to be always useful, and Milind Kumar as well is in the side. We've got Mike Haseman with the surface. Let's see what he wants to talk about.
Still just a few preparations going on to get ready for this today. Now we've got Lou and Anthony here. Anthony's got the stump. He's making a hole for the stumps to go into a base. And Lou's just digging a hole, a big hole, a rectangle. What's going to go in there is the stump microphone box, so you can hear the audio as the game goes on. So that's an important box. So well done, boys. Keep going. Right, back to this pitch. Now, you remember a couple of days ago, now that was day 4, I looked at this area of the pitch because rain went under the covers, water went under the covers when we had that full rained out day. So it was on the dark side, and that worried me a little bit, but here we are a couple of days later, and things are quite sorted. I don't think they're as sorted as the head groundsman, Milton, would like, because I'll tell you why. I'm going to go now have a look at an area which is 6 metres from the base of the stumps, which is a fullish good length. Now, if I go down and fill this, it is actually giving under my thumb. So that in itself is an indication that it is on the soft side. Now, further indication here, when the ground staff get organised and prepare a pitch and get the lines organised, they have a bit of string they use. The roller has rolled along this pitch and there is an indentation. So you can see that just that bit of string and the roller going on has made that little bit of a dent. So this is going to be quite difficult to bat on. So it is on the soft side, and I think it's going to be better as the day goes on, but this is going to be a challenge first up.
The pitch is soft. There will be indentations on it as soon as the seam falls on it too. And Mike Haseman has always got a language that surface speaks. The secret code. Jaladua winning the toss and saying, I want to bowl first, utilize the first 30 minutes. He's got the bowlers to do so as well. In your Cowboys. And we've got the man who was talking to the surface just moments ago, Mike Haseman. Warm welcome to the Combox.
So Haas, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to this game. There are a couple of teams that really need to play well. And it's going to be an intense game, this one. Good to see, by the way. It looks like those clouds have moved off, so that's good news. The forecast, I looked at a couple of forecasts this morning, and they were saying we've got a 10% chance of rain today. Well, we've had the rain, so let's have 90% of sun. That's what I'm looking for from now. And the Cowboys, now this is a real opportunity for them. For them to win the toss and elect to bowl first. I was interested with Nitish Kumar's comment. He said he didn't bother too much. Now, I think once he sees a few deliveries, he will bother, because this is going to be a big advantage to bowl first on the surface. I'll go a step further and say not necessarily the quicker bowlers. I think Ober spinner bowling from the commentary box end could be terrific on that soft areas. There was indentations when I was pressing my thumb into the pitch, so it is on the soft side, and that's because it was covered all overnight. As you just look at the table, by the way, it's 6 and 7 that are up today, and both these teams have got to play well. And of course the Cowboys, well, they've got to giddy up because they've only got 2 points at the moment. Patriots have got 1 more point, and the Cowboys' net run rate is not good at all either. So the pitch is soft, and that's because it was covered overnight. It had a bit of a sprinkle to try and bring it up. It's a new pitch today. It was, you'll get to a dark spot we'll go to, and this was where the rain, I was explaining where the rain just creeped in a couple of days, or the water I should say, crept in a couple of days ago. See where it's just changing colour a little bit to the left? That's where it gets a little bit soft, and it's really in an area which is a good length, all the way down to a good length area when you're bowling from the commentary box end. So this is going to be a challenge.
New surface, new day. And Mark Dayal is back in the side for Chicago Patriots, who'd want to get that dream start. It's been evading him a couple of times already. Mike, it's going to be very important that Mark Dayal stays there with the captain, Kumar. He's already got form. What's been a little concerning is the way he's been getting out off late. We've got to put that behind and try and concentrate on getting off to a flying start, Nitish Kumar.
And he's captain now, so that's going to change his mindset as well. He's a very experienced captain. He's done that job for Canada. He's done that job throughout his life, really. He is a very professional cricketer. I've always liked the way he goes about it. He played really well with that 50 he got earlier in the tournament of 35 deliveries, but then got out, unfortunately, and that obviously has pegged him back. But he needs runs. He's got to lead from the front. Mark Dayal is the other one. He's got to get a good start. So that's going to be the key, to try and get a good start. But my final words of the pitch report was this is going to be challenging to bat on. particularly when you're bowling from the end that has been bowled from the start. And this is going to be interesting to see what Singh can do out of this track.
Kulvinder Singh, 2 matches, 1 wicket, which he was able to produce. Umpire Irfan Syed now. And he is all set to call play. No slip in place, interestingly, Mike.
No, there'll be no pace on the surface whatsoever, so I don't think a slip will be needed. I wouldn't mind having someone perhaps at a short cover or a short mid-wicket on this track. Left armour, by the way, he's going to be hitting in bowling into more the drier area. He perhaps, oh no, it'll encroach on the stumps. It did encroach on the stumps. If he hits about 6 metres from the base of the stumps, 7 metres from the base of the stumps, he's going to be certainly 5 metres. He's going to be hitting that area that's going to give a little bit on the surface.
First ball. Catch it is the call, and he will not disappoint. Pinar will pouch it with ease. What a start this is for Jaladua and co. Kulvinder picks up a wicket. It's Nitish Kumar once again with the softest of dismissals to walk back.
Soft dismissal on a soft track. It's exactly what I was talking about. So that ball, it was full, it just stopped and bounced. That's why it went in there. Have a look at this. Normally he'd be able to play this on the ground. It'll stop and bounce. There you go. Stop in the surface and an absolute sitter. Cowboys, they're away nicely. Big toss to win.
Zero for 1, first ball. Nitish Kumar, the captain, walks back without troubling the scorers. Shehan Jayasuriya inheriting 0 for 1. Best of 55. That was a very good innings, but wasn't good enough to make the team win eventually. 4 matches, 73 runs. That strike rate's where he usually scores runs as well. Around the globe, 137. And it always increases towards the end. But right now, what he's brought with himself to the crease is a lot of sunshine. And he wants more sunshine for the softer parts to become harder on the surface.
100%, and he won't be able to be aggressive at all.
Just a hint of swing. Shehan starts to tick. Chicago Patriots start to tick.
Kulvinder Singh's had a terrific start, picking up the wicket of Nitish Kumar. Stopping. Almost a vertical bounce from the pitch, hit the blade, and simple catch at mid-on.
Now Mark Dayal waiting for the ball to complete the swing, play the later line, not the initial one.
Mark Dayal was tentative because of what he saw with the first delivery of the game.
Kulvinder starting off in a dream-like fashion, picking up a wicket first ball. And now for Mark Dayal, it's not a regular first slip. It's not necessarily a gully either. Full toss is not what he intended to, but a dot ball he wouldn't mind, Kulvinder, at this stage.
Well, he's got to use the surface. He's got an opportunity to use the surface like he did the first delivery. He gets anything. He's got such an area to bowl, either really full or 6 metres from the base of the stumps. It's going to be like I'm not going to say really soft, but just stopping dead pretty much. Kumar, I'm not sure he had a good look at the surface, actually. Now, Singh, I think, should not be bowling this full. He should be using the surface. He's got that wicket first up. He should be making sure that he uses the surface to upset the batsman. Now, just go back to why this has happened. Now, this is me at the pitch report on day 4. This is the new pitch area we're talking about. This is where the water crept under the covers on day 4. And I was pointing this out, and I was a little bit concerned. We were playing on the far right track at that day, so it wasn't an issue. But I was just pointing out that it was a little bit damp and wet on that day. But since then, it's been covered quite a lot. Yeah, we had a full day yesterday. Not a great deal of sun, so it's still soft.
Venting the pressure that he created. The wide delivery. Yes, there is a bit of swing, but a control factor will come in as he bowls more.
It's the wrong length on this pitch now. He should be incentivized enough to know that he can hit that damp area just there. 6 meters from the base of the stumps, anywhere there.
It's called a corridor of uncertainty for a reason. 4 for 1. The Cowboys winning the toss and choosing to field first, and rightfully so. They picked up a wicket off the very first ball. Kulvinder Kinda walked away with the wicket. Over spinner, a simple catch to him. Nitish Kumar, the opposition skipper, back in the hut. Rayan Khan Patan, Rushila Garkar, Aditya Ganeshan, the substitutes for Chicago Patriots. I think Rayan Khan Patan will get a nod ahead of the other two. It's also because of that early wicket that has fallen. In case they don't recover, they would want to bolster their batting. Sanchit Sandhu, as he's been seen so many times operating with a new ball.
So bowling towards the commentary box end, which is what Sandhu's doing now. The track is not wet at all. It's fine. It'll be on the slow side, but it's fine. Should pose no problems at all to the batsman, and Jayasuriya will enjoy it.
It's a very different kind of a surface then. On one end, batter friendly, the other end, not so much.
And first change should be over spinner, bowling from the commentary box end, bowling to that wet area with the way that he swerves that ball in.
Yeah, this is a surface once again where there are certain spots there is a bit of wear and tear, and the wear and tear will only improve as the day progresses. The sun needs to be down if you're a Patriots fan. The length and line, both of them were erroneous. Easily put away by Shehan Jayasuriya.
Yeah, he's going to hit them away easily. Left-handers traditionally very strong off their pads. Jayasuriya is very strong. We know square the wicket on the offside as well, but anything there, he's just going to just work around, particularly when Singh is inside the circle.
This is much better, cramping him for room, asking him to create the opportunity if he wants runs. That will create problems for him if he misses. And he's been prone to inside edges early on in the innings. It's happened a couple of times, but he survived, but just.
See straight away, he's looking to go square. This is favoured mode. Dial just doing a bit of shadow batting.
Wouldn't attract an appeal, but that fielder becomes a very interesting prospect. Even the last time where Kulvinder was very full, Dayal tried to open the face of the bat and hit it exactly where that fielder is placed. And now it goes to him.
A little bit of willow as well into the pads. I've worked out why Sandhu falls away a little bit in delivery. Just at the last minute he falls away a little bit to his left. It's a lovely shot, straight. Nice drive, second boundary. That's a good strong shot. That's going to help his frame of mind. The reason he does fall away a bit is the two big heavy gold chains he's wearing.
Made it look so simple. Overspinner did put in the dive, but the ball had gone past him by then. Nice flow of the arms. Beautiful shot. Now, it's always great to have chains, but not the ones that will hold you back in life to break the chains. Shehan's here, Surya. Shehan's getting some control now into his batting. 2 boundaries and a run in this over. 13 for 1 and 2.
Skip 1 minute down.
$13 for 1 in 2 overs. We've got truckloads of cricket for you today. Chicago Patriots versus New York Cowboys is the one that you're watching right now. Then Phillies will take on the Titans now. Remember, one end for the batters, the other end bowler friendly. Now we are in the bowler friendly zone.
There's a medal on the thigh. It's exactly the length he's got to be bowling. Again, it's just going to stop and climb. Watch this. Consistently at that length. Someone I think might have had a bit of a chat to Kulvinder Singh.
Was it a lucky draw with the Pacers as to who gets to bowl from this end? Kulvinder is quite content providing tattoos to Shehan and Mark. If this end is going to get that sudden bounce as well, difficult to bat on. But all this drama is for the first 30 minutes. Then with the sun beating down can be a different story altogether. Much better. But it's going to hurt Mark Dayal, who's just come back from an injury.
Well, he's now got another one. That'll bring a tear to a glass eye.
Seems to be a painful blow, and exactly what you were talking about, where it pitched. There is some scuff. There is some debris that pops up immediately after it pitches. Very dangerous area to be hit as well. Painful, just above the box.
I'm a little amazed that the Patriots boys are so surprised by this. I'm seeing Jay Surya just remonstrating for the change room. They should have been out there and having a really good look at this and identifying that's the story. The track is going to be hard. You've got to really fight because this is going to be a tough call after losing the toss. Yeah, that's awkward and that would have hurt. So he's got to catch his breath and make sure he's going to be okay. Good to see the medical boys out there straight away and having a chat. There's an indentation there. That's a string that they use to mark the pitch up with the bowling creases and the side, and you can see that that string goes in to that indentation, which is caused by the roller as it was rolled. So that shows how soft it actually is. And we've already seen a little bit of the turf, well, not the turf, the mud, I suppose, just clay. Let's call it clay. It's 85% clay, the surface. Pop out a little bit as the ball was delivered. But they've got to fight. They're going to have to fight here. They've got to play well on this and get through this tough part.
While his partner is down getting ready to face the next delivery. Yeah, this is the indentation once again. I think it's got a thumbprint. You can unlock your phone if I get there.
There's a slight indentation there with my thumb as I was pushing down. What that is going to do also with these indentations that not my thumb's making, but the ball's making throughout the rest of this game, is that it's going to perhaps assist the seamers. There's going to be little indentations in the pitch, and therefore if it hits the upside, it's just going to climb a little bit. Downside, it'll stay a little bit low. This is from 2 days ago, day 4, and that's where the water crept onto the pitch on day 4. We weren't using that surface, of course, or that pitch on that particular day, but that's where it first started. The problem first started, and since then it's been under covers a lot because of some of the weather we've had, and we didn't have a great deal of sunshine yesterday, even though we got all the games in. It wasn't really hot. I guess that's the important thing. Anyway, game 1, they've got to fight hard here.
Can't get that single. He's getting there. The length, he's getting there.
I think Mark Dale is pretty keen to get down the other end. There was certainly no run there. Good stuff from Singh.
While Mark Dayal was getting ready to face this ball after the injury, it was Shehan Jayasuriya who went on tapping the surface so that the debris can be removed, because there is a lot of clay that comes out with every ball that's pitching. Oh, into swing as well. Doesn't know how much it'll bounce. Kulwinder's all smiles, and why not?
You wouldn't want to be a batsman coming in next, or the way that these guys are remonstrating. It's not dangerous yet. Don't expect it to be dangerous. There's no extraordinary pace. That's climbed, not a little bit.
A dot ball to finish the third. 14 for 1.
Safety is very important, eh? I know, but it's alright. I know. Yes, I know we're supposed to be here.
And from one end, you'd see shots like these. Shehan Jayasuriya launches this one.
That is a brilliant shot. Made a sweet noise off that bat. Top stuff, 6 runs, first ball. Disappeared. He's so strong.
Terrific. Once again throwing Sanchit Sandhu off his length by down the track. By dancing down the track. I just love the fact that Shehan Jayasuriya opens up new options for himself, because now new angles are created while he reaches towards the ball. Had he stayed back, could have been a different story. Edge taken. The plan worked. Sanchit Sandhu roars because knows the importance of this wicket. Jayasuriya gets a start, doesn't convert. Patriots now 2 down.
That's a great comeback from Sandhu. First ball going for 6, then picking up a wicket. We know that Jayasuriya likes to play his shots. I think he was looking to tee off at most opportunities here, advancing down that track again and just slicing that to first slip. It's a handy catch. Behan's the man that's snaffled that quite comfortably in the end. Had to move a little bit to his right. But it's a good grab. Went pretty sharply. So good stuff from Sandhu. Wasn't upset by the maximum off the previous ball. So the Cowboys are doing nicely right now. After winning the toss, it's a big advantage. Jayasuriya is dangerous. Not anymore, though. Gone for 18, 20 for 2.
Let's keep going, boys.
Joshua Tromp comes to the middle. Joshua Tromp, one of the Tromp brothers, 4 matches, 60 runs. He's already been involved in one good partnership with Jamar Hamilton. Today a different challenge because of the surface, and again, which end he's batting at is going to be very crucial to start with. He's got the better end of the bargain to start with at least.
Cowboys have been very quiet in this tournament so far because they haven't played well when they've been in the field, but they're full of life at the moment with 2 down, inside 4 overs.
Mark Dayal would be very itchy to play a cricket ball from this end. He trotted, even if Trump wanted the second. He would say, sorry mate, not available. And this is why Trump's out there in the first place. Shehan Jayasuriya going drive, getting the outside edge, and once again so tactically placed by Jaladua, the fielder Tajinder, who doesn't make a mistake. Sanchit Sandhu makes a superb comeback after being hit away for 6.
I'd like to see Mark Dale get involved here, get stuck in. He's at a good end. He's a good player. He's got to apply himself.
Once again, the edge generated. Jonathan Fu was sitting a little deep. Sanchit Sandhu took the pace off the ball as well, so soft hands and the ball does not carry. Not just the surface, it's hit anywhere in the square. There's a puff of dust that comes with it. So one end, it's a puff of dust. The other end, you can collect clay for pottery.
I think maybe one end's dry, the other one's not so much.
Mark Dayal's looking slightly more confident. Getting a result that he intended to, hitting the shot in the area that he intended to. All these things were very dreamlike for him in the first 7 balls. He wasn't getting anything right. 22 for 2 with the ball to go. Jayasuriya is always a prized wicket, and Sanchit Sandhu, who's also from the west coast in that region. Jayasuriya, of course, is now going to shift. He was always and will be a prized wicket. Single to retain strike for Joshua. 23 for 2 after 4.
Joshua Tromp has just arrived, not out on 2. He's looked nice and fluid. His brother Matthew is due to come in next, and he's going to be confronted by the surface, and so he goes against it. He's a gutsy player. Change in the bowling as well. Adazam is into the attack. Bowled nice in the last game.
He's loving this responsibility of bowling in the power play as well, Hamad Azam. Before his injury, he was very effective in the Chicago region where he picked up wickets for fun. In the air for a jiffy, but still safe. It's a third bowler, Hamad Azam.
Yeah, I would think an idea should be a couple of catches short mid-wicket, maybe a short cover as well, because of the ball just popping a little bit. Now, if they just occupy the crease for a little bit, I know that's a difficult thing to say in T20 cricket, but the longer they bat here on the surface, the easier it's going to become.
Just a little bit of swing. Ahmad Azam's able to generate that. He comes a little close to the stumps as well. He's got that variation in release point. Mark Dayal was so sure that it's going to go away and not come back in. There are some batters who always play for the ball that comes back in. Little bit of wind.
Yeah, the umpire's just talking to Mark Dale. He walked down and he made his mark. You can't do that. You just can't make a mark on a good length. This is what he did. Have a look at this. This is probably about 5 meters down. You can't do that. You just can't. This umpire's jumped all over it straight away quite correctly. I think he was going to look to bat from that area, but you can't make a mark. You can bat from that area.
Mark, no mark, please. And that region as well. It's very, very tricky. I've seen a left-hander in Rishabh Pant try and do that to counter.
He's just got a warning as well, actually. It's just escalated a little bit. Got a warning from the umpire for marking that pitch.
This time it's Ahmad Azam who's running in the danger area.
Just to make that clear, Mark Dale is the one that got an official warning for making that mark on the pitch, which is totally correct.
Very observant. That's what the umpires need to be. Oh, well, extra bit of bounce. Dayal is going to suggest there are demons in this pitch that you need to exorcise.
Right, so the umpires might have a discussion about this now. They might think it might be worth going off for a little bit. Don't want to have any broken thumbs, broken fingers. They might want to just go off and see if we can get this drying a little bit. I guess the honest assessment is that every single ball is climbing. Oh, he's off. He's not sticking around. Is he retired hurt now straight away? I'm not sure. He's not interested in sticking around at all. One rap on the gloves and he's gone. Oh, the arm. So clearly he's retired hurt. I wonder what the umpires are going to, the decision they're going to make. That's the important thing. So he's out of here.
2 of 11, he was struggling. That's also because of the surface not assisting the batters. That's all right, but I just get a feeling that there was a painful blow. At the same time, it was also the frustration that caused him to go for that grunt.
So maybe the umpires actually made a call, I'm not sure, in the middle, and he heard the call as he was walking past, and he realized that they were going to say, right, let's have a little bit of a breather here because this track needs to dry out a little bit, which may be a sensible thing. The wind has picked up. The wind can dry out a surface. The sun can certainly dry out a surface, of course, but we haven't got any heat, which is a bit of an issue from that point of view. Plenty of sun. I wonder what the official decision is going to be. They'll need to have a chat, I suppose, to the leadership of both teams.
Mark Dayal is back in the hut, not because he's out though. From that lane, suddenly bounces a little more than expected. Hardly any time for Dayal to take his hand away. Realized that he was in the line of fire. It's a very painful blow because it's slightly underneath the glove region. The Patriots are not happy. They get a feeling that this game has begun a little early, perhaps, because the pitch needs a little drying. If you need a contract with the sun, then it needs to get a little more sunlight. Dayal is in pain, that's for sure.
So there's clearly going to be a chat. We still haven't got confirmation whether he's just retired, hurt himself, or what he decided to do. Then he decided to go straight away. So that was before the umpires. In fact, we still haven't got anything official from the umpire. So clearly he's retired, hurt himself, or maybe just retired.
Hurt, yes. Retired, yes. We'll wait. And the officials are inspecting the areas which could be areas of concern. Mark Dayal, mind you, was reprimanded for scratching the surface, which he's not allowed to do. The very next, the surface gives him one that bounces little more than expected. Wraps him on the gloves, very painful.
Match referee's out there with the walkie-talkie. Danny Khan, so he's out there as well. He's the man that is actually in charge of everything, so the umpires will have a discussion themselves and then refer to him to find out what we should do from here. But I would suggest it's probably a pretty good idea just to have a little bit of a break here, just so that we can try and get this track a little bit firmer. I guess it's not totally impossible to go back to the track that was used yesterday, although it might have been watered last night as well, just to try and make sure that that stays together in case it's needed for later in the tournament. But we'll only know once Milton comes out and lets everyone know. Here he comes. He's coming out now. He's had a tough job, of course, with that water. A little bit of rain also today. Covered overnight, obviously, just in case there's any rain overnight. They arrive here at 7 a.m. and take the covers off.
This patch is bam in the middle of the pitch. Till yesterday we were playing on a different surface and this patch became the pitch alongside. Mike Hazeman was telling us how wet it was back then. It is not as wet as it was today. However, in those 2 days as well, there has been a little bit of rain and looks like the surface hasn't recovered from that. And the water seeping through does not help.
I think the sensible thing is to have a bit of a break here and just hope that they can do something to make it a little bit firmer. Here's a look at what's happened so far. That was Nitish Kumar, the new captain. First ball popped, caught by Obus Pinar. The bowling is seen.
Says that a bounce is something I cannot trust. Then Mark Dayal got one just above his hip, which was problematic. Then every time the ball pitched, the clay was coming out. Shehan Jayasuriya in between deliveries was tapping it and telling it don't misbehave. But that didn't help because it did. Dayal wrapped on the gloves, injured, but the good news is that still is out there. Not exactly sitting and nursing the injury in the dressing room, but an ice pack always helps.
I have seen around the cricketing globe where sometimes in fact I've seen it in the Caribbean actually, where sometimes when there's an area of a pitch which isn't as firm as it could possibly be, they light a fire on the area and just try and get it a little bit firmer and get a bit of heat on it.
So the news coming through is that the ground staff would need a little bit more time to work on the surface so that it's deemed all right to play and our officials can give a thumbs up that the play can continue. We'll update you about the surface and all that it had gone through in about next 15 to 20 minutes. We'll have the update and we'll let you know for sure. For the moment, the play has been stopped.
I think it's the right call. That's what's got to happen. 2 for 24 at the moment. Tish Kumar gone. Shehan Jayasuriya also back in the hut. And Mark Dale got a nasty wrap on the glove. You can see he's not out at the moment. Looked like he was steaming off. Not very happy. And the wicket taker, as right at the stop was at the top was Kulvinder Singh, and Sanjit Sandu, who was the man that also picked up the second wicket. So both the bowlers that opened the bowling were successful.
Yeah, this game's between 6 and 7, but don't lose interest at all, because that's the kind of tournament USPL 2023 is. There will be a lot of changes in the rungs of the ladder called the points table. Chicago Patriots number 6, New York Cowboys number 7, each for a win at this stage.
Something else I've seen used in this situation also was a helicopter hovering over a pitch. I haven't seen Andrew Leonard for the last little 45 minutes or so. Maybe he's going to get his, I don't know. We'll have to see if
We
that
need more
happens.
drones. Babar's got to pull double shifts. Oh, Hamilton's not happy either.
Hamilton's been very vociferous throughout this. But the right decision has been made now. The roller is out there in the middle. We will take a break also in the telecast, and of course when we've got any news we will bring it to you, and hopefully play is very soon.
Welcome back. USPL 2023. We're coming to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium. It's the Chicago Patriots taking on the New York Cowboys. The Patriots were put into bat and they're 24 for 2 in 4.4 overs. Earlier, the captains were also told by the umpire, I guess there are certain areas of the pitch that look more wet than required. There's a lot of clay coming out of it every time the ball's pitched there, and it's behaving erroneously, very erratically. Mike, you were there having a chat with Milton. Tell us a bit more about the surface.
Yeah, I went out to have a look because I wanted to see exactly how it had dried out in the last little while. And I can tell you that earlier it looked a bit like, my best description is rolled hard plasticine. It was all one piece and it was no cracks in it. Now it's got a bit of a mosaic look about it, and it's turned a bit greeny brown as we just look at the revised playing conditions. It's reduced to 10 overs per side. Power play 3 overs. Bowlers can bowl a maximum of 2 overs each. Now after this innings, because it's been halted, it's going to be adjusted. Runs will be adjusted at the end of this innings, so we won't know exactly what the total is until the umpires have done all the calculations. So I don't think the ball is going to pop like it was before. It's going to be really slow, but I don't think it's going to pop like it did before. So let's hope that's going to be the case, because we need to get this game underway. The problem we do have, of course, is we haven't got any heat out there. There's no hot sun. It's not a hot wind, so there's been a bit of drying. People have got to understand that the most important part about a pitch is literally about 2 or 3 centimetres, the crust of the pitch. That's all it is. That's what we're worried about. So it's got a bit of a mosaic, cracking look about it. Impact player has been introduced. So let's get this underway and continue this first of 3 games and have some fun.
Pulls out at the last moment. Mark Dayal had an issue with the side screen at the last moment. Hamad Azam was steaming it. It's the second time he's done it. His wrist is much better now. And that's great news for Mark Dayal and his side, Chicago Patriots.
I had a look at that arm, actually. It's a little bit of a bruise, nothing too severe. So he didn't retire hurt. But that ball we just saw, even though he pulled away, it was bowled, it didn't pop. So there we go. Slow, but didn't pop. We're going to be good.
Edged, taken. Was quite a wait to play this delivery. Hamad Azam generates the outside edge. Mark could only contribute to
perhaps the shot of a man who wasn't totally committed. He certainly was having a few issues before, we know that. He got the wrap on the hand and marched off pretty smartly. But that was very half-hearted, that shot, considering it's been reduced to 10 over the side. It was just a bit of a waft, really. Outside edge. Simple catch. Nothing wrong with the pitch at all with that delivery. It was a fairly gentle delivery also. Didn't do too much, but Dale is on his way. A couple. 24 for 3 now, the Patriots in big trouble.
Jamar Hamilton trying to take leather off that ball. It's a 10-over contest now, and Jamar needs to come good to get to a very respectable total for Chicago Patriots.
And he's the right guy. Strike rate of 158 at the moment. He's a very powerful batsman. Another look at the dismissal. A little tickle. And on his way. So Hamilton, he's at the middle. Track has now gone a bit of a grey colour. He was quite vociferous on the sidelines, Hamilton. He's now got to get stuck in here and get some runs for the Patriots. They haven't played well so far.
End of the over. 5 gone. 25 for 3.
Away from you, one center. Yeah, that's center. Left arm, come around, Jamal.
25 for 3. Just 5 overs remaining after we had this surface situation. So score time, of course, the Patriots will try to get as many as they can in these 30 deliveries, and then Duckworth-Lewis will make an addition to that score. They would have started batting thinking it's a T20 game. Time for some spin. Hassan Khan.
Catch it.
Hamilton is on the charge straight away. Was that an opportunity? Andrew Leonard is in the commentary box as well. Hello to you, Lenny.
Yeah, very good afternoon as it is now, Nikhil, to you and to everyone. I think this is a drop catch. I think you're right. I think it was tossed up nice and full, and you can understand why Jamar Hamilton has thrown the kitchen sink at it, but we should see here, yeah, definite catching opportunity. Not easy by any stretch. I think it was Tejinder Singh who's put that down. Get that checked. Well, there's actually, we got 2 25s out there, so it could have been Johan Samarwick-Rama in as the impact player. Let's see. One of them's put it down anyway, Nick.
It's really well connected by Trump. It's a really tough shot as well because it's into the wind, but it goes all the way for 6. That's much more like it.
Well, a great shot from an incredibly talented youngster. And immediately the change to spin has just brought about scoring opportunities. 10 overs per side. Need to take every chance you can get. Need big overs.
This partnership a couple of games ago was very fruitful for the Patriots, Hamilton and Trump. Recovered them. Situation of real bother when they played the Golden Eagles. Put on 94 from 57, Trump and Hamilton. This time goes straight up. 2 men under it and put down. Yes. Now 2 chances missed in this over.
It's Imran Raja Khan. You could almost see it coming. The problem was Kulvinder Singh ran across from short third. You'll see him in the foreground of your shot there. And the 2 of them ended up coming together and certainly put each other off. It still should have been held. And down it goes. Trump has a life.
Got this in the gap. And Hamilton is very quick. Is Trump going to the danger end? Good over though for the Patriots. 12 from it, 37 for 3. And just to remind you of the playing conditions now in this 10-over fixture. 5 bowlers can bowl a maximum of 2 overs each. Kulvinder Singh has bowled 2, Sandhu's bowled 2. And now we will see more spin. This has been an area of issue and concern for the Cowboys. Yet to pick up a wicket with their spinners yet in the tournament. So Jacobus Pinar, who bowls some fast left arm spin, will try to change that.
He's actually wicketless so far in the tournament too. Usually pretty economical, going about 8 runs per over at the USPL thus far.
Wow, that is really well hit. And what a start this is for Joshua Trump.
The audacity of youth, isn't it? What a stroke this is. Right into the slot, into the hitting arc, and he's slog swept that perfectly. That will have felt so sweet. Plays a lot of golf, as we mentioned in a couple of the earlier broadcasts. Look at the follow through. Full extensions, all the way for 6.
And this time in the offside, I thought that would be the line of operation for Pinar more often than not. That's why you opted to come from this end, so you can get the ball to start by drifting in and just spin away from the 2 right-handers. A very strong wind now blowing across the ground, pretty much from the northwest.
Yeah, so that's why that slog sweep was such a good stroke, wasn't it? Hitting with the wind, even though it's a slightly larger boundary that side today. Goes again. He loves this shot, doesn't he, Nikhil? And picks it up really nicely. Again, the fielding has been poor from the Cowboys. Should have been maybe 1 or 2. Ends up as the second boundary of the over.
Yeah, that would be very disappointing. Again, though, maybe a touch too straight from Pinar, just overran it.
I think we've seen a lot of the spinners who've been expensive in this series, have been too flat. Look at how flat he is through the air. He's putting pace on the ball for Trump to work with. This time it's slower and it's more difficult to hit. Trump wants the wide, he won't get it because he came a couple of inches outside his off stump. Well, maybe he didn't. I think Pinar could have got away with that one.
Another opportunity. No, it's not. It's 6 of them. Joshua Trump has now struck 3 maximums in just 11 deliveries, 55 for 3. $18 runs coming from that 7th over. What a way to finish the over as well. Don't even think he middled that. Pinar delivering from way behind the crease. Hassan Khan will continue though for his 2nd, so not phased with what we've seen, the carnage we've seen against the spin so far. Easily taken. And Hamilton didn't quite get it. You wonder if it just held up in the surface. Nonetheless, the Cowboys have got an important strike.
The difference here is the pace, Nikhil. Much slower through the air, so it's stopped in the surface. Watch this. There's a nice loop. Stuck in the surface a bit. Hamilton, you can understand why he's going for it, but can't get it over the head of the long-on fielder. It was short but sweet for Jamar. He's gone for 7. It's 55 for 4 now.
Ali Sheikh comes to the middle. He's only batted twice in this competition. He got that 12 the other day in just 3 deliveries. Hit 2 big sixes here. There's the left arm spinner turning the ball into him as well.
One of the big tricks as a spinner in T20 cricket is reading the surface. You can see how much slower he was there, just holding it back, not giving the batter any pace to work with, and as a consequence getting it to turn too. Thought Pinar was too flat in his previous over. The youngster, the 18-year-old, hit him for 18.
What a shot that is. That is a top shot. Maneuvering the field well. Just a 1 bounce into the boundary, but what a stellar knock this has been.
He's almost saying wow at his own stroke, isn't he? Look at the eyes. Well, 20 years ago, you would never have had an 18-year-old even attempting this in the nets. Now they do it at free will. Brilliant batting, 31 off 12, 18 years of age. Sensational.
Doesn't carry to the man. It's been very smart from Trump. You look at the boundary options. The slog sweep in the previous overs with the wind. That time again, field was up in the offside and he's backed himself really well. Even the one down the ground, because that wind is coming from a northwestern place. It's smart, intelligent batting. Brian Kane says not out.
This is close. If this is given as leg buys, I don't think there's any bat involved. Well, it is given as runs. I thought it hit him on the full, on the foot or the pad. Let's see. That is very, very close. Ali Sheikh was almost looking up, hoping that he got something on it. I think his bat's hit the ground.
There is long off, but a mere spectator because of the placement. Joshua Trump has faced now 14 deliveries, and that's his 6th boundary. 66 for 4. Jacobus Pinar went for 18. It's been the most expensive of the innings so far, and he will continue from this media center end. So Captain Jaladua may have decided on these 5 options. This was in the last over, all about the placement from Trump. Would have been cognizant of that long off fielder. 30 of his 36 runs has come in boundaries.
Maybe this time Pinar learning he's got to go a bit slower. This is a critical over, the penultimate of the innings. They'll get a boost from DLS. It won't be massive. Probably be 5 or 6 or 7 runs, something in that vicinity. That's to account for the fact that originally they were batting what they thought was going to be a 20-over contest. It's now a 10-over per side contest. Trump has been sensational.
Hasn't executed this time. They've dropped him once and dropped him again. Not helping themselves, the Cowboys. They must win this game, remember, to qualify.
Well, he can look to the skies all he wants about the win. This should have been taken. Slower through the air, that's been what has deceived Trump. He wants the pace on the ball. He's got nowhere near this, Kulvinder. Hasn't even got a fingertip on it, and down it goes. It was almost a wry smile, wasn't there, from Hobus Pinar as soon as it went up. I think he thought that this was going to go down. Got to get close to the ball. He's nowhere near close enough there, Kulvinder.
Dropped him on 10, now dropped him on 36. I think in the complexion of this game, that could be so vital. I wonder how much of an impact that wind has on the catching. Didn't get close to it, Gobinder Singh. This time goes up again. Pinar calls. And it falls in between. It's just been Joshua Trump's day.
Well, he's great to watch, this youngster, isn't he? He knows he hasn't got anywhere near this one. In fairness to Pinar, he's learnt after his first over. Look at how slow he's gone compared to the left arm darts that he was bowling in his first over. To seize him again, bowl safely again.
What he's also done well in this over. Oh, big trouble. This time will be run out. Trump wanted to strike Ali Sheikh. Didn't comply. And because they crossed completely, Sheikh will be the one dismissed, probably for the betterment of the Patriots.
I'm not certain. I think they're going to need to check this. The reason why, Ali Sheikh did finally leave his crease. But did he leave? We might need a split screen or something here. This is going to be very difficult to tell. So look, he's currently in his crease. So as a consequence, he holds the rights for the crease. He leaves it, but then he gets back in. So he's back in the crease before Trump. And now look at the leave this picture on here. Oh, maybe the bails have been taken just as Sheikh has left. It's a confusing one. It's almost a race to see who's going to be gone. So if we let this one run through, I think we're going to be able to tell. So Sheikh holds the crease at the moment. Trump runs through. So there Sheikh is back in. Was he back in before Trump? Oh, this is going to be touch and go. A nightmare scenario for the umpires. Now standing here, slow it down. Oh, he's left. I think he's left the crease just before Pinar has taken the bails off. This will be a great little photo finish here. It's almost like a horse race. Who's in first? Trump might have beaten him here. Well, that's evidence there enough for me that Trump's going to hold on to his wicket and Sheikh will be run out. Shades of one. Who was it for USA? Nikhil down at the qualifier. Two of the batters ended up at the same end. Aaron Jones and someone else, wasn't it, I think? Here is it. A screenshot of, might have been USA against Zimbabwe maybe. A real mix-up in the running between the wickets. And it will be Ali Sheikh that's going to be gone. Good umpiring. Top class work from Vijay Malala, the third umpire. He's run out for 3. It's 71 for 5.
One delivery remaining in the 9th. Joshua Trump has somehow been able to get that and manufacture that into a gap. He moves into the 40s. What a contribution this is. And it's still got more left. 1 over to come. 75 for 5. Pascal Vic, all-rounder, was involved in a very close contest the other night against the Carolina Eagles. Had 1 from 1 to get and was run out on the last ball. But all the attention will be on Trump. There was drift on this delivery and it tells you just how strong that wind is coming from the west. But somehow he's able to open the face and just get it down to that 3rd region. 38 runs now from the last 3. 6 balls to go. Hamad Azam. What a way to get off the mark. Boundaries are flowing here. This is excellent from the Patriots.
I think it's driving them up to what could be a pretty competitive total. Shadi van Schalkwyk is a wonderful operator, bat ball in the field. He's one of those guys you just want in your team. Whatever the role it is he's asked to play, whichever team he's playing for, he'll always give you his all. And the wide block hole was missed. Hammered away for a critical boundary. Can they get up to 90?
Thought that may be the plan. Field set is for into the pitch, or Yorker. Have to hurry. Gets there in the end.
A reminder that this game, it may be 6th versus 7th, but it's also critical in terms of the semi-final picture. For the Cowboys, they have to win today and tomorrow to have any chance. For the Patriots, it's a bit more complicated. I think we're going to have a check for the one short. He did actually stumble, didn't he, Joshua Trump? It'll be at the keeper's end. For the Cowboys, they must win both games. For the Patriots, it's a bit more complicated. 2 wins should see them through. 1 win and good net run rate could too. Yeah, I think that's going to be one short unless he goes at it again. I think you got to run it on because I think he realized it. Because he goes again. So the first time he was short, but good awareness from the youngster. Yeah. So the first time there, he missed it. And then when it rolls on, he just gets enough. So that'll be okay. 2 more runs to the total. It's 81 for 5 now. 4 deliveries left. 90 the target, no doubt. Maybe even 95.
Tell you, the umpires have been intense on the running. You can't afford to just trend on that line because been very quick to call the short run. So for the batters to come later today and in the tournament, make sure you get over that line. Hasn't got it. 2 fielders again under it. And put down again. They've dropped 4 catches now in the span of less than 5 overs.
And the DJ, he's ruthless here in Broward County and Lauderhill. The shrieks ring out and echo across the ground. He's got a great little playlist of various things. And I won't impersonate it, but it was a howl of laughter because the Butterfingers, they have spread around the camp. Back live with you now. Should be 2 again. And Schalkwyk's going really well. It was Gihan Senanayak who's put the catch down. Every run critical.
Amazingly, Joshua Trump, who's striking at 247, hasn't faced a delivery in this over. Van Schalkwyk's got that first boundary and then 3 twos. And they retain the strike again. No, they'll settle on 1. You think, though, this will be a competitive total. This Cowboys batting line yesterday struggled. They will get that influx of some more runs based on the Duckworth-Lewis, but can Trump find the maximum? He's already hit 3 today, mainly down the ground and in that cow corner region.
Brilliant communication there, Nikhil, in the running between the wickets. We heard it on our ears. You've heard it at home too. Trump said, I'm coming back, I'm coming back. He wanted to get his more senior man on strike. And Van Schalkwyk said, no, you take the last ball. Here it is.
Swing and a miss. And they missed the run out as well. It's been that type of day in the field. It does mean, though, that the Patriots can get to 87 for 5 after they went off. But from where they were at 24 for 2 after the 4 overs, they'll take this. And we'll hope that that extra boost can be enough to give them a formidable total. But they've got something for Van Schalkwyk, left of screen, and Carmel Leroux and the other bowlers to bowl at and defend.
Well, if the Cowboys could have held some chances, this could have been 60 or 65. And that's why they're walking off at 6s and 7s. Body language a bit defeated. But Joshua Trump has played a stellar knock. So impressive for somebody so young. 18 years of age, 42 he made off 18, including 7 boundaries. Loves the slog sweep, hit 2 of those into the leg side, then good down the ground. Pienaar was a little bit too flat at first. That was maybe the shot of the day. Likes it inside out through extra as well, and even when Pienaar got it to hoop back in with the arm ball, he was good enough to get it away for 4. Such a talent, a phenomenal, precocious young talent at 18, and he's made merry for the Patriots in what really feels like a must-win game for both teams. It was him and Van Schalkwijk, the two that stood out. A couple of boundaries too for Shehan Jayasuriya. The rest, particularly when the pitch was difficult for those first 2.4 overs we played, not much to cheer.
Critical partnership, 16 from just 7 deliveries between the last 2, but the bowling, well, the spin concern continues for the Cowboys because their spinners have been expensive in the tournament. Wicket apiece for Kulvinder, Sandhu, Hamad Azam, and Hassan Khan. So after the Duckworth-Lewis revision, it's 90 to win for the New York Cowboys to stay alive in this tournament. More after the break.
Chicago Patriots taking on the New York Cowboys, who won the toss and said we want to bowl first. Then it became a little curtailed a game. Now Jaladua and co require 90 to put a much needed win. They need that win. They need this win before they square up against Mavericks tomorrow. They'll need to stay alive in the tournament, the Cowboys. These are live pictures. Using quieter roller to ensure that there is no sclub. There is no clay that's popping out. Now the Cowboys need 90 to win from 10 overs as per DLS. After Chicago Patriots had initially scored 87 in their allotted 10. Runs were added to compensate for the slow start that Chicago Patriots would have managed initially because they thought it was going to be a 20-over contest. Joshua was sensational. And so Hasmed, I'm joined by Andrew Leonard. Every inch of that pitch is being inspected. Every inch.
Yeah, I do feel a bit sorry for the team there because we've had so much rain, basically a month's worth of rain in 36 hours. These are the revised playing conditions. It will be 90 to win off 10 overs. You might think that will favour the Cowboys, but remember they haven't won a game in this tournament and they've been a bit all over the place. It'll be a 3-over power play and 5 bowlers can bowl 2 overs each, so pretty simple conditions. But the way in which they fielded, talk about fielding being an indication of your attitude towards the game, not necessarily a skill-based thing, although obviously you get better the more you practice. Their attitude for me was a little bit off the New York Cowboys. They needed to be more prepared, and perhaps the break and play led to that. It's 6-3-7. The Cowboys have to win. If they lose, they're out of the semi-final picture. If they can win both, they'll still need a few favours potentially. But for the Patriots, there's a couple of different ways they can get there, as their net run rate's pretty good. They'll be desperate though to win today to keep it in their own hands.
Patriots will have the momentum for sure. Jabbar Hamilton, he gave opportunities. Joshua gave opportunities as well. But a simple catches were put down. This was miscommunication. Kulvinder thought it was going to be his. Raza thought his. This should be taken by Kulvinder. Cricket gave him a second chance there. And then the drop catches just continued. Every single run counts in a curtailed match, especially because you have less time to make a comeback in case the opposition's got the momentum. And at the moment, momentum with Chicago Patriots.
Could add a missed run out into those 4 missed catches. It's contagious, isn't it? When one person drops one, it seems to spread amongst the group, and those 4 drops probably cost what, something in the vicinity of maybe 15 to 25 runs off the end total. going to be Tajinder Dhillon to get things going. Just the 17 runs thus far in the series, strike rate of 130, and opening the batting alongside Tajinder. For the Cowboys, it's going to be Jaladua, JD on the back, who's had, for me, a pretty indifferent series. He's under pressure as captain, I have to say. Can he turn it around? 9 and over they need. Maybe the shortened match will assist them. Carmi LaRue could be a real handful on this wicket. He's been excellent, economy rate under 6. That's not easy in T20 cricket.
Two batters who've been searching for form versus a bowler who knows what form is, except that he got a Yorker wrong in a power play in the super over, and that one was smashed a long way for 6 by Sean Hackett. Will he operate with a slip in place there? Knows that it's a 10-over contest, so the difference for the two sides is that one started off thinking it's going to be a 20-over game and was battling what the pitch has to offer. Now that they've got the ball in hand, Chicago Patriots know that it's going to be a 10-over contest only. Cushion of 89 for them, 90 required for the New York Cowboys to put up a win. Much needed win to stay alive. Carmi LaRue, it'll be interesting to see with overcast conditions. The wind has also picked up. How Jaladua and Tajinder Dhillon are going to neutralize the threat called Carmi LaRue. Chicago Patriots today are being skippered by the man on your screen towards your right, Nitish Kumar.
Yeah, not sure what the slight delay is here. Everyone seems like they're ready to go now. We've had a few delays, haven't we? Thought that the drama was over after the immense thunderstorms that we had on game day number 3 that wiped out the whole day. But we're all set to go. 90 to win off 10 overs.
Little bit of swing, but the line has to improve. Lucky that Jaladua didn't get that away. Any other day could have whipped it away for 4.
Yeah, there's Nitish Kumar. And the reason why we've had this abridged game, he was dismissed, I think it was from the very first ball, wasn't it? Early, just popped one up to mid-on. And then we had a bit of drama because the wicket was tricky, to say the least, probably bordering on unsafe for a little bit after what was a run fest on the pitch 2 across to the right last night. 370 runs under the floodlights.
Soft hands, wants that single. Jaladua had to push. Throw eventually was at Tajinder's end, but he starts to take. That was there to be hit, and Jaladua doesn't miss out on it.
Yeah, well played. Massive pressure on this man. Is he going to crumble or is he going to stand up for his team? Banged into the surface. Definitely playing better now, isn't it? It's coming through nicely. I think that at 10:30 a.m. or something like that, that would have stuck in the wicket and maybe popped up towards the shoulder or the head region. But it's actually kicking on nicely. So the ground staff have worked miracles again. Credit to them. Game on here for the Patriots and the Cowboys.
Much better from Carmi. Again, that length always serves him well. Jaladua trying to go over the top once again. Just clear the infield, get runs. That's been his motto in the first 6 overs. But he struggled to get runs in USPL Season 2, and that's hurt the Cowboys big time. Good slower delivery. A tentative Tajinder eventually lets it go.
Well, this was outstanding, wasn't it? Complete deception. Big, tall, left arm quick. I think it might be the off cutter, maybe even the knuckleball. It's actually the off cutter, isn't it? Look at it, it's clearly gripped. How do you play that one? Dot ball through to the keeper.
Now the surprise bouncer. Where has it hit him? Tajinder is offering a smile in return. End of the over. 8 for no loss. Short ball hits him flush on the helmet. Completely missed that swivel. That ball climbed.
This is a good bouncer, isn't it? You never want to see anyone get hurt, and luckily the protective equipment, he's going to have to go through the concussion test. That's mandatory, of course. And he does look okay to me. There's no sort of wobble. So he'll go through the full process, but that's a good bouncer. Remember, the ball before was probably coming down at 105, 110 kilometers an hour. That's 130k plus. Nails him in the head, but good to see. He's smiling and he's good to go.
Could he have expected this as well? Because the short ball hadn't been used for the first 5 balls. He's allowed to bowl this. Dillon wanted to hook that one away. Thought was getting into a good position up until that point where the ball climbed more than expected. And with karma, you expect more bounce.
Aren't we blessed we have the protective equipment now, Suhas? It's so good for the game. And it means that Tajinder Singh is more than able to keep going. Going to be Shadley van Schalkwijk to get things going from the far end of the ground. A little expensive so far this series. Nearly 10 and over he's gone up.
Expect a lot of cutters, but this one has been timed really well. Tajinder tonks it away.
An immediate pressure on van Schalkwijk. It's pretty gentle medium pace generally. The problem here is the angle, the line. It just goes into the pads. All he's had to do is flick it away. That is a dream for any opening batter. Really a leg stump half volley. All the way for 6. Slightly shorter side of the ground today as we've come across those 2 wickets to the leg side. Pressure on van Schalkwijk.
Was a cross-seam delivery, but it's gone through mid-on. Powerfully struck by Tajinder. 10 of the first 2 of Shadley's over.
I know this should have been stopped, but this is an excellent shot. You talk about the on drive to show a batter being in form. It's the captain too, Nitish Kumar. Got to get something on that. Saved 3 runs for the team. Beautifully struck. Stand and deliver stuff. Fielding's been tardy today.
This time to mid-off. Tajinder's done his job, in fact. 11 runs of the first 3.
Weather definitely different to what we expected today, Suhas. You can hear, maybe even in the background at home, the wind is coming across the ground from a different angle. It's going, as you look at your screen now, from right to left. It's much more blustery than it was yesterday. We thought we were in for more typical Floridian weather. Sunshine, beach time.
Good adjustment by Jalad, but still has found the gap. And look at the timing as well. This is so pleasing to watch. Jalad Dua is finding form, and that needs to be on the newspaper.
This is a cracking stroke. Just a punch, no more than that. Little shuffle down the crease, but look at the timing. Nothing wrong with that at all. Jalad Dua finally showing what he is made of. He is standing up to that pressure.
Tajinder wanted to steal a single. Would have been very difficult, as would have left two options open for the keeper to go at the strikers and the non-strikers. A cheeky single in an over where you've got the runs required. 15 of them already with a ball to go. Don't think so required.
What Brian Kane said is it's flicked the pad. He's spot on the money. Good decision.
Man in the deep, will pouch the catch. Akhilesh Bodagam doesn't drop any. He's one of the best fielders with bucket-like hands, and he doesn't disappoint. End of 2, 23 for 1.
Yeah, really good fight back from Shadley Van Schalkwyk. He was clubbed around the ground at first, bowled into the wicket, helped into the leg side. This is a good catch. We've seen some indifferent fielding to start the day, haven't we? Van Schalkwyk claps as much as anything out of relief. He's seen the back of the opposition's captain. Jaladua has gone for 10, and the Cowboys are 23 for 1.
Jaladua walks back for 10. Tajinder and Milind now. Milind at number 3, as Andrew predicted. Tajinder's got off to a good start, and that's great news for the Cowboys. No prizes for guessing. Kama Leroux continues. Full outside off, slow as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's the change of pace again. Cowboys want to exploit the power play. You can understand that. 15 runs from that Van Schalkwyk over before he fought back. Again, I think it might have been just a little cutter, a change of pace, and an excellent catch. Held in the deep. Didn't they need that?
This was oozing control. Just enough power to send it for 6.
On pace delivery, picked up and dispatched for 6. That's right out of the middle of the bat. Nice little swivel pull shot. Remember, this is a man who's been hit in the head by a short ball from Leroux, so that's good bravery. He's pulled it a long way in front of square. There is a man out at deep backward square, but this has gone 20, maybe 25 yards to his left. 6 more to the total.
This time through the offside. And will run away for 4. The trend of hitting a 6 and then a boundary continues for the Cowboys.
Is this the game where the Cowboys turn it all around, pick up their first win of the tournament? That's what they're looking for. Remember, it would get them off the bottom of the table too. All you've got to do is get into that semi-finals. If you're there on Monday, you're still in with a chance. 4 from 7. I love that spread. Keeps things exciting right probably to the 21st and final group game.
That's a good comeback. Every time the batter has been cramped of room, the bowler has won a battle mentally. Slower delivery as well, making it difficult for Tajinder.
.57 off 44. You'd think it's playing heavily in favour of the Cowboys, the batting side. Really, the key is wickets, isn't it? They can get wickets, then maybe the Patriots can stay alive. This game is so critical. 6th versus 7th. It's not must win completely for the Patriots, but it's pretty close to it. It really is.
Good slower delivery, wants that single. Which end would he throw at was the question. Didn't pick it up at all. 3 gone, 34 for 1. This battle is between number 6 and number 7. The Cowboys need their first win today. For that, they need to score at 8 and over from here on and get 56 of 42 balls, as per the Duckworth-Lewis method. Patriots need a win too to get some momentum first up.
Well, isn't it amazing, Suhas, to think that we've had 15 games, 6 to go. Nobody right now is currently guaranteed of a semi-final spot, and nobody is yet to be knocked out. So that's how tightly fought it is.
Here we come, please.
Patriots and Cowboys really pretty much in must-win territory. There'll be a mathematical chance for the Patriots to stay alive with a loss. But we heard from Nitish Kumar at the toss. He said they feel as though they have to win both. Ali Sheikh spin for the first time in the chase. He's been good this series, 5 wickets already.
Your shot. Go side, Ali. Go side, Ali.
This man's worth his weight in gold. A spinner bowling in the power play. You need to be audacious against a batter who's got a good start. Now beyond the power play. It's a 3-over power play, remember. Catch it is a call. That's a very good take. Shehan Jayasuriya has made it look simpler. And he's taken so many catches exactly of this kind in the West as well. Loves that long off region. Was that really a wicket-taking delivery though? Turns up to be.
Big moment in the game. This turn to spin has worked. It's a full toss. Singh can't believe what he's done. He's almost hit it too well. That's an excellently judged catch. 8, 10, 12 inches inside the rope, but holds his body shape to cling on and see the back of Singh, who's gone for 24. It's 34 for 2.
Back towards you. Middle. Left arm. You went around.
.34 for 2 in 3.2 over. Spinner comes out to bat. He's already got a tonk in USPL season 2.
Lovely, Ali.
He's just the right kind of man you would require when you need 56 of 39.
Look at the graphics at the bottom though, Suhas. 2 batters on 0, both of whom prior to that ball hadn't faced wickets. Crucial.
Over Spinner, was he a little late onto this one? Man in the deep, it's Shehan once again, and the catch would be relayed and taken eventually. Shehan had to string a partnership, but Trump would not miss. It's a very good catch. Ali Sheikh doesn't disappoint. 2 wickets and no runs given away by him now.
Well, it's going to say Trump has taken this catch in the scorebook. It's really all about one man though. Shehan Jayasuriya, look at this. For experience, judgments and quality. Pinar tries to go inside out over the offside, and look at the way he's judged this. This is absolutely clean. He was worried about running over the rope, so just there he said, I'll toss it up to my mate as I go outside. That's absolutely clean, completely fine. Pinar knows, and Trump says, thank you very much, Shehan. All too easy. Delight for the youngster, but it's all about the experience of the Sri Lankan here. This is fantastic judgment. Doesn't want to take any risks, and definitely releases it in time. You get the perfect angle here just to triple check it. It's clearly inside the field of play. The ball's well out of his hand, so that is out, and they're all watching it on the big screen too and applauding Shehan Jayasuriya. That will see the end of Obas Pinar for a second ball duck. It's 34 for 3.
Jonathan Fu 3 matches, 12 runs.
Wait. How much left? Finish well.
1 run and 2 wickets. What a start for Ali Sheikh. At the end of 4 overs, the Cowboys are 35 for 3. Bit of batting to come. Hamad, he can strike the ball cleanly.
Perfect, please.
Plethora of experience of bailing teams out of such situations. Patriots know that. Let's go down to Roshni, who's got someone special to talk to.
I have with me Shan Gujaran, the co-owner of the New York Cowboys. Shan, so far with the rain, it's been a bit unfortunate. You guys have had some games missed. You guys have not been able to get a win in the tournament. Feeling some pressure?
So, the last 2 teams are playing right now in the points table. I think the next game, the top 2 teams, and then later in the evening, we have the middle 2 teams with the Maryland Mavericks, if I'm not wrong, taking a break. We are might be at the bottom of the table, but the points table doesn't quantify the team spirit what we have as New York Cowboys. As you said, the rain had dampened our spirit. It impacted us more than other teams, but I want to keep the past in the past. We are here to fight. We are known as fighters. We are New York Cowboys. We are here for the cup, and you will see how we win this game and the next game and the next and the finals.
And the squad that you guys have for this New York Cowboys side, a lot of talent. Unfortunately, you guys haven't had a full game to really showcase it. But what was the preparation like to build this squad?
Right, so we have a couple of 17-year-old cricketers. We have a bunch of New York local cricketers. We have international cricketers. We have US cricketers. We have Indian Americans, we have Pakistani Americans, we have Sri Lankan Americans, we have South African Americans, we have Caribbean Americans. We are building cricket at the grassroots over here. We're trying to show to the world how cricket is played in the nation where it never played cricket. We are here to give chance for the local cricketers and to build a brand. We are here to represent the Empire State. We are New York. We are New York Cowboys. We are stronger together.
You've been a part of USPL since last year, since its inception. What are your thoughts on the way the growth is, and what made you, want to be a part of USPL?
Right. I would say hats off. Just hats off. Kudos to Mr. Jaideep Singh. Kudos to Sandeep Singh. They have done a fantastic job. You can see what we had last year to what we have scaled to this year. This product is amazing. If you see the product, what was built last year, we have scaled multiple factors. And we also have the 7 owners, the team owners, they are fantastic. We have backgrounds from engineering, from finance, from technology, from management. We are focusing on logistics. We are focusing on strategy. I should not stop there. The crew, the management, people are working day and night. They're sleeping a couple of hours. We are here to build something, a great product. We have an opportunity. We treat this as a startup. And which other country in the world to build a startup and grow and scale? Thank you.
Well, thank you, Sean, and all the best for this game.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Roshni. Sean with his ideas. He's built a side. This should be taken. This is screaming to be taken. Kumar, no, puts it down. The ball was swerving in the wind. Was never settled underneath it. The one that survives is Milind Kumar.
Well, the curse is officially over, surely. Every time we go down pitch side for an interview, there seems to be a wicket. But because of the drop catch, maybe that streak will end. This wasn't easy, in fairness. He did really well. Nitish Kumar, he ran 20-25 yards, got there, but put it down. I think he did everything right, didn't he? Just couldn't hold on.
Good slower delivery. It's an excellent over for Gayan, who it was important for to get back in form. End of 5 overs, 40 for 3.
You're 10 and over needed for the next 5 and the final 5 of the innings. It's a crucial game given the positioning of these two teams on the table. And they can look back on this as a determining factor in if they go on to get a semi-final place. Ali Sheikh has bowled well, really well today. Purposely bowled it very wide to the right-handers. Got Pinar and Dua both dismissed to that line. Just enough. If you've watched Jonathan Foo, he likes to play with those robust strokes. Much needed. Hello, Mike Hazeman.
Nikhil, how are you going? I mean, this is really important, this 6, because they're in a little bit of a hole now. 46 for 3 at the moment. They need a bit of a partnership that's going to boost them. And shots like that are going to help enormously. Really nicely played that. Right out of the middle. 2 men hovering down there. One thought he was in the game, but no, over the top for a maximum.
Catch, Ali! Just one hit it. Let it go, let it go.
I'm surprised because the first delivery, dot wide outside off stump. Now he's gone too straight. For maximum and then just a single.
And Hamilton, the keeper, is annoyed that he didn't catch that. He really wanted the catch. He's so vociferous. He's joining us as a commentator. Too far away from Brian Kane as well. Nicely averted.
Martdale was in the circle, so it will be a boundary. This is turning out to be a big over.
Yeah, that's what they needed. 10 they've got, oh, correction, 11 they've got. 4 balls into this over. 2 balls to really turn this into a huge over. They get a boundary off one of the next 2. That'll be a big bonus.
I know he went for 4, but I don't think he'll mind that too much. Much better option than the straighter line in which was struck for a maximum with that slug sweep. He's got success when he's bowled it wide. Started it on that 4th stump and getting it to spin away.
They're going at 9 and over. They need to keep going at 9 and over.
You mentioned it really is a big advantage for the chasing team, and it's a good toss to win when there's rain around, because 10 wickets in hand for a 10 over game at 9s, you back yourself. That's going to hurt badly. Hope he's okay, because he's important for this Patriots team.
Yeah, he certainly is. And Hamilton had guarded him last time because he didn't stick his hand out and try and take the catch. This time he's tried and he's in trouble. 6 gone, 53 for 3.
Ali Sheikh has bowled his 2 overs, economical and very important in this scenario. Just gone for the 14 runs and has picked up 2 wickets, but on that last delivery was struck on that left hand, his bowling hand.
Yeah, I don't see any clarence, no blood around the place, so that's a good sign. Hasn't split any webbing. It's potentially just a bruise. Let's hope there's no break, obviously, but he just stuck out of hand. So it hit a reasonable part of the hand. That's probably a good sign, rather than just trying to take a finger with it. Let's hope he's going to be fine. He's such an important player for the Patriots. Off the park at the moment, obviously going to look after that for a bit. The medical team are following, I think, to just make sure he's going to be all right. Matthew Tromp is in the attack now.
We saw an amazing innings from his twin brother in Joshua in the first innings. both from Gauteng in South Africa, moved here into the USA, and Matthew Trump, has had the opportunity to go to the Pakistan Junior League and will go into the pitch and bowl those variations. Got a few of them.
Yeah, I saw him bowl in that Pakistan Junior League. He was very consistent. That's what I liked about him. He's got a nice repeatable action. Everything looks pretty solid about him. Nice run up, good gather.
That's Milind Kumar at his best, trademark. You just sense the momentum is being wrestled in the favor of the Cowboys.
What a shot that is. Now, a couple of big boundaries has turned the screws here quite dramatically, pretty quickly. Big over the last one, turning this one into a big over as well with that 6. That's nicely played. So suddenly, the momentum, it's a huge word in T20 cricket, and T10 cricket, it's even bigger. Massive shot. They're on a roll now, the Cowboys. They have to be. They've got to win this one.
They tried the leg cutter, but it was just too short. And again, mentioned it yesterday, this pitch you think is even slower because of that moisture we've had. So it means then the margin of error is extremely small. You go too short, it sits up, and Milind Kumar can deliver something like that.
Yeah, and I think that was a prime example of that delivery from Matthew Trump. It just really not halfway down, but certainly short of a length, and was just waited to be hit. Trump's 18 years of age. They're certainly talented. Real opportunity to put on show in this league.
Martindale doesn't drop too many, and he won't drop that. Exactly what you needed, and it's been that type of game, actually. Roller coaster.
30 required from 22 balls it was. 21 now with that wicket. And unfortunately for the Cowboys, they're now 4 down. It's a good solid shot, but there's a man hovering, lurking at long off. Didn't have to move too far. Solid hands. Good work from Dale. And Trump has not the last laugh, I suppose, but maybe the last smile. Kumar goes for 13, 60 for 4.
A lot riding on these 21 deliveries. You've seen Hamad Azam in his PSL days or even his days in the United States. Able to hit maximums quite comfortably, quite easy. Hasn't been the case in this tournament. Just the 1 run so far, but capable of a lot more. Let's see. It's got to go pretty much from the onset.
Yeah, you did right, and it might be the ideal situation for him where he's got to tee off from ball 1, be nice and aggressive. They've got a real opportunity here to get 2 points. 30, 21 balls. Run a ball with 6 wickets in hand. Hamilton is such a character. I love watching him play the game.
It's a brave length to start for Matthew Trump. Hamad Azam is extremely dominant down the ground. Trump may have been looking for the Yorker. Getting a bit of tail as well.
Yeah, it was a fine delivery. Got it spot on. I did say a runner ball, of course it's not. It's now 30 from 20. Squeezing that out, but only to the covers. Another look at the dismissal of Milind Kumar. Straight to Dale. Good athlete Dale. He's down there for a reason because he's a very good catcher.
Oh, what an effort. It was such a good effort, and really you have to feel for Matthew Trump in that situation, but Hamad Azam off the mark with a maximum. What an over that was. Theatre. 66 for 4. got that left hand out. The last over, what an effort that was, Mike.
Yeah, that was just absolutely sensational. Really good. Put that hand out, almost took the catch. Gannison was magnificent moving to his left. In the end, unfortunately, it went in towards that advertising cushion. Absolutely superb the way that he did that. Saved 2 runs, of course. It was going for 6. Hard for us to tell. I think it probably bounced just before the cushion. We're going to have to have a closer look. I think it's going to be given as 4. Let's have a look. This will give us an idea if it's grass first. I wonder if that's hit the advertising cushion first. Actually, the umpire did actually signal 4 out in the middle. They're still having a little bit of a look now. I wonder if they're going to have one final check at this. Ah, it's changing. Yep, it's going to 6. Yep, it is 6. Hit that advertising cushion just on the full. That's why it was called 6.
2 overs left, and penultimate one you think is the most important. They can keep it to 15 in that last over. The Cowboys, it won't be easy, even with these 2 players at the crease. Misses length badly. A freebie for Jonathan Fu, and they're going crazy. The Cowboys, they're close.
Yeah, that's an important boundary, that one. First delivery. Full toss down the leg side, got the treatment, helped on its way. Easy shot to play.
He had square leg in the circle, so it was always going to be a big risk. Ooh, this has been really good from him, though. Carmine LaRue is usually the death bowling option for Kumar and has been for the Patriots, but they gambled with his 2 overs early in the power play. So it means that Van Schalk will bowl this one and probably Gian Fernando from the other end. This is well timed, really well timed. Doesn't get to the boundary in the end.
Tell you what, a good piece of fielding that was. Any run that's saved at this stage is really important. That was brilliant from Trump. Looks like he might have just injured himself. He's just hobbling around there. He's going to have to loosen up a bit. Expects to do a bit of running, I'm sure, in that area. Desperate dive. Save the 1. That's good stuff out of the blocks from the non-strikers end very quickly indeed. Identifying that the man at in the circle, on the edge of the circle at fine leg, was perhaps a little bit deep and a little bit sluggish, and they're scampered through for 1, so it's good work. 10 runs off 3 balls in this over.
Been immaculate timing from Fu in this innings, and he's really struggled. You think back to yesterday where he got that 9 from 16. No sort of rhythm, no tempo in that innings, but the way he's come out today, and it kind of fits him. It's right up his alley, the type of player he's been over the years.
I was going to say, sometimes that really helps, guys. I agree with you, but today he's been a different player, and he's played sweetly, played crisply. 2 4s in that 23. Strike rate of 177 at the moment.
Less than a run of ball needed now. Understand there's need to hit boundary, but maybe some intelligence. Azam will remember when he was dismissed yesterday, it was the start of a collapse. They've been quite familiar with those collapses in recent times, lost 3 wickets in 3 overs. So if these two can just ride it out, last over anything can happen, but even if they can just chase 8 or 7 in that last over, they'll bat themselves.
Last 3 deliveries from Skogvig have been pretty tidy. He's got to just make sure he finishes. Eight overs gone, 78 for 4.
Up next, match 17. A very strong New Jersey Titans. Saw 100 from Andreas Gauss last night. And they've got some force to deal with as well. Phillies United possess Raheem Cornwall and some other powerful players. Sad Ali in that 11. Should be a cracking game.
Yeah, that'll be an absolute beaut. You don't want to miss that one, that's for sure. The clouds, by the way, are getting higher as well, so that's a good sign. They were quite low not so long ago and looked like they were threatening with a bit of rain, but now they're getting nice and high. So let's hope that is the deal. The drone was high, giving us a lovely shot of this terrific ground in Lauderhill in Florida.
And Nitish Kumar takes a gamble here. Gian Fernando had ball in hand, ready to bowl. But they've thrown it to Akhilesh Badogam, who bowled fantastically yesterday with his off spin. But to bowl the penultimate over, it's a crucial decision.
It's going to be fascinating to watch this. He's a very clever bowler. He'll be very precise about his field placings. He's got some variety out of the hand. 3 wickets on an economy rate of 6.4 at the moment throughout this tournament. Best of 2 for 26, of course. We can not take too much, it will read too much about that because it's a completely different game now. 12 to win from 12 balls. 6 wickets in hand for the Cowboys.
Three deep leg side, deep covered, long off. The other 2. A bit of mind games. I wonder if the thinking is because he's a taller man and his surface has been on the variable bounce side of things and has gripped. They think he can deliver a tight over and give them something to work with in the last 6. Dot ball. Massive.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Just got to try and build some pressure here. Nothing off the first. Cowboys, of course, were thinking, okay, here we go. Here's an opportunity. We can go downtown, perhaps. Going to be difficult against him. Akhilesh is very clever.
And it's never safe because you think back a couple of days ago when the Eagles somehow took the game to a super over. Everyone thought 7 from 6 is a walk in the park. But just the build-up of pressure, the lack of boundaries conceded, took the game to the final delivery and ended up winning in the end. So they have to believe here. The Patriots. Mark Dale, this is smart. With all of his experience, runs from long off to have a chat with Jamal Hamilton on the field setting. He knows Jonathan full well. Dale from Trinidad, Fu from Guyana. Hamilton from Anguilla.
Just one.
3 deliveries, only 2 runs conceded. This is a small victory for this Patriots team.
Yeah, this is superb work. They need to get a boundary. Need to get a boundary off the next one of the next 2 deliveries. It wasn't a check on the backing up of the batsman. It just wasn't quite happy, I don't think, with the sweep on the offside. Wanted him a little bit squarer.
Very crafty, and that could be the deciding blow. Has it gone all the way for 6? We wait for the signal, but could be the moment.
I think it's gone for 4. Hamilton straight away said, watch your pace, meaning that one was a little bit, I guess, on the slow side. Maybe gave him enough time to get down and work that away. Backward a square on the leg side. It certainly went for a boundary, bouncing just inside the rope. Well, maybe on the rope. Is it on the full or hit the grass first as well as the rope? That's difficult. Really hard to tell this one. When there's an advertising triangle there, it makes it a little bit easier. Has that hit the rope on the full? That's the question.
In the interim, it's good premeditation from Hamad Azam. Had to find a boundary. They've got in front of square, well protected. So fine leg up. And it's been given a 6.
That certainly make the job a little bit easier, that's for sure. Just need 4 now.
Chance, similar shot, but this time finds the fielder. And just when you thought the game was over, here they come again, the Patriots.
Perhaps another twist. They're going to have to be really top here, the Patriots, if they're going to get up. Just 4 required, still plenty of balls left. Wickets are the way they got to go. Good catch. Looking for that swing again. Too sure what that remonstrating is about. Been a bit too much of that for my liking in this event, I must say. Going for the same shot again and just picked him out. Still the sub taking that catch. Azam on his way for 15, 86 for 5.
Hassan Khan displayed his brute force yesterday in that quick cameo. Strike rate has been close to 200 in the tournament. They're just 1 hit away, the Cowboys. This cricket game has had it all. Two is the call. Full wanted 2 straight away. He's running to the danger end. Gets there safely. It'll be 2 to win from the final over. 88 for 5. Yeah, just 1 over to go. What has been a shortened encounter between the Cowboys and the Patriots. 10 overs per side. Hoping to get 2 full matches to come. Match 17 will be a blockbuster.
There's going to be some celebrations from these guys. They get these 2 runs. It's a big, big game for them to stay alive. Still got some serious work to do, though. If they do get up and win this even. Jonathan Fu, 24 off 15. Really has played nicely. On strike, can he get the winning runs?
Jamar Hamilton has come up to the stumps for Fernando. Just backwards square is the only fielder on the boundary. That will be it. The New York Cowboys are still alive in the US Premier League. Jonathan Fu's cameo critical in keeping their semi-final hopes alive. It looked bleak at one stage. Fu has recovered them and will propel them up the table.
Giddy up to the Cowboys. They've lassoed 2 points. Nice work from them. It's been a long time waiting. They'll be very pleased with getting on the board, that's for sure. Really important for the owners as well. There they are. They'll be delighted with the way that this has unfolded today. They picked up those 2 wickets earlier in this game. That was also really crucial. Nitish Kumar and also Jay Surya, a couple of key batsmen for the Patriots. Then we had that break. But, gee, what a good game it is for the Cowboys. Really important. 2 points means a lot to them. And you'll see that they'll be getting a nice little boost of confidence. They'll be full of smiles. That's an essential part of T20 cricket. So they'll be able to play with a lot more freedom going forward. That change will be happier. And here's another look at the winning runs. Good solid shot from Jonathan Fu. Finishes them 28 off 16 deliveries. 1-4 and a couple of sixes. Nicely structured innings at a really important time.
A man from Berbice, Guyana, winning it for his team, keeping their chances alive. Tournaments of this nature, we've had cancelled games, postponed matches, you never know. Just need a couple wins and you're in, and then once you're in that semi-final, anything happens. A good day for Jaladua and his men. Such an important toss to win. Gave them the opportunity to chase. Got off to a really quick start. The Cowboys 23 from the first 2 overs. Tajinder Singh is the man behind and responsible for that. Milind Kumar got the maximum that was crucial in the middle, but it was all about Fu. Under pressure, that really got going in this tournament, but 28 from 16, vital.
Yeah, and of course those partnerships are obviously really important in any form of the game. Wasn't a great deal right at the top. 23 for the first, just 11, then nothing for the third between Milind and also Obis Pinar. Then 26 between Trot and Milind Kumar, 17 balls. That was a really impressive performance. Hamad and Fu, 26 off 14 was good, and then not too much needed to steer that ship home. So good stuff from the partnership stakes with Jonathan Fu doing most of that work. Look at the bowlers. Ali getting 2 for 14. Did a good job, and Aklesh 1 for 10. Of course, only a couple of overs allowed. Shadley, expensive, 1 for 27 off his 2 overs. And 1.1 for Guyan and Kami. LaRue, 2 overs, none for 19. So a couple of boys getting a bit of tap. But the pick of the bowlers was Ali Sheikh with his 2 for 14 off his couple of overs with 6 dot balls as well.
Yeah, it was going to be an uphill battle for the Patriots, trying to defend 90 with 10 wickets in hand. And Tajinder Singh, who's had a slow start to the tournament, just gave us a glimpse into the power he possesses. Jaladua, the captain, struck a mighty blow and then picked out the fielder. But Singh set the tone. After he was dismissed. And another quick wicket of Jacobus Pinar. What a catch this was. Could be the moment of the match, that. And they thought at that stage the Patriots were well into the game. Nitish Kumar, the captain, dropping Milind Kumar. It didn't cost them too much, but this was the man.
Yeah, watch the work from Jonathan Fu. He played some lovely shots. It really was very important, the work that was done. That was holding out. And Fu's the guy that was the most aggressive of the players. Just picked that one up on the onside. Again, just working that away. Really played well. Just holding out on that occasion, unfortunately. Still going downtown and winning the game. Strike rate of 175 for Jonathan Fu, and the celebrations began on the sidelines. 2 points, so important for the Cowboys.
So a win then, their first of the tournament, the New York Cowboys. did well. Kulvinder Singh was special in his 2 overs, got the ball to swing, just went for the 5 runs, picked up the wicket. And then Tajinder Singh and Fu, in that combination, helping the Cowboys get over the line by 5 wickets. Let's go down to Roshni for the post-match presentation.
Welcome to the USPL post-match presentation for match number 16 between the New York Cowboys and Chicago Patriots. New York Cowboys taking this win. Next to me, I have Mr. Ravi Thambali, the co-owner of the New Jersey Titans, who will be presenting the Man of the Match award to Jonathan Fu. Fu, what was going on in your mind when you went out to bat?
Yeah, I know it was a good score on the board. We just needed 1 big over, and I know once I stay at the crease, we can at least get a big over coming.
And what was the team discussion like before this game? It was a must-win game for you guys to stay alive in the tournament.
Yeah, it's a must-win game for us. After the stoppage of play, we get very frustrated, but I think after that the pitch played nicely, and we make full use of it.
And I know you guys still haven't had a full game of cricket, but what might be some team talk today? There was some sloppy fielding out there. The batting hasn't been as to its par.
Oh, as game goes by, I think we're getting better and better. We played 2 half games and 1 full games, but we're getting there slowly.
Well, this win has kept you guys alive for the semis chance. All the best for tomorrow's game.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roshni. Really well done, Jonathan Fu. 28 from 16, critical today. The Cowboys find themselves still at the bottom of the table. However, with 1 game to play and a very tightly contested points table, they'll hope that they can win that final game and get into that top 4 for a chance in the semi-finals. Later today, we've got 2 cracking encounters coming your way. Match 17, a top of the table clash. Phillies United taking on the New Jersey Titans, who won last night. And that will be in a couple of minutes' time. Hope you join us. We'll see you then.